Thank you. There is no place like home. Don't you agree? Look, it is a great honor and a special moment today to speak again in my home county, which happens to be the best and most unique political speaking venue in America, the Neshoba County Fair. And those of you here know me, and you know that my priorities in life are faith, family, and freedom. So I want to take just a moment and introduce my family that's here with me today. My husband of 26 years, Chancey, and our three boys, Ethan, Ellis, and Evan, right there. My parents are here. My sister and her whole family was here. My nephews, my nieces. The star of the show is my 1-year-old great niece, Everly. So I'm so thankful to have their help and support today. I am honored to serve Neshoba, Leake, and Winston counties in the state Senate for the past 9 years. So I deeply thank you for that opportunity. During that time, I've had several leadership positions, including chair of the Elections Committee. Now, as your chairman of the Highways and Transportation Committee, I've worked hard to help build our state, to grow our economy, and to help create jobs for all Mississippians. My conservative record in the state Senate has been about getting things done for you, to lower taxes and reduce regulations on farmers, manufacturers, and other businesses and all Mississippians. Having been elected 3 times to the Mississippi Senate, I've worked closely with local, state, and federal leaders to help our farmers, our teachers, our law enforcement officers, and to create a climate where our economy can grow. I've been a practicing attorney for over 20 years now with courtroom experience and a diverse law practice focused on helping people grow their businesses, on child advocacy matters, and other areas of the law. I have both the legal and the legislative experience, the education, the energy, the work ethic, the conservative values, and the temperament to serve the people of our state in a new role that I want to talk to you about today. Now, I fully realize the presidential election is on everyone's mind because we all know how incredibly important it is to our future. But for the next few minutes, I'm asking you to give the same attention to the Mississippi Supreme Court election because it's equally as important to our future, and it has tangible effects on your life. I'm running for the Mississippi Supreme Court because I want to make sure our conservative values are always represented on the court. I'm a constitutional conservative, and that's a legal philosophy of being a strict constructionist of the Constitution. Simply put, I will call balls and strikes and not rewrite the rules of the game. That means I will be fair and follow the law no matter where it leads. I will never try to legislate from the bench. We must always respect the rule of law because otherwise we will have chaos like we've seen in other states. We are a country of laws, and those laws are only as good as the judges that we elect to interpret the laws. The only way we can protect our individual rights, liberty, and freedom that makes America so special. And I love America, don't you? One big reason why this election for Supreme Court is so important is it's an 8-year term. An 8-year term is the longest term of office of any elected official that you vote on, local, state, or federal. When you hire a judge for 8 years, you want to make sure you pick the right person because of the long-term impact it will have. It was just a few years ago when Mississippi developed a bad reputation for a judicial system that was out of control. We cannot afford to go back to the days of jackpot justice if we're going to be a state that provides good opportunities for our children and grandchildren to live, work, and raise their families right here in Mississippi. Over the last few years, we have all seen what happens when activist judges attempt to legislate from the bench. All we have to do is look at some recent actions of various state and federal courts that defy logic and common sense. Activist judges go against the will of the people as expressed by their elected representatives, regardless of the constitutionality of the issue. When they do that, they are legislating from the bench and overriding your will, the will of the voters. The Founding Fathers, in their infinite wisdom, created 3 separate and distinct branches of government to prevent this type of activism and borderline tyranny we've witnessed recently. That's why there are checks and balances that must be preserved through the separation of powers. And when you think about our 3 branches of government, one thing is very clear. Judges are the gatekeepers of our Constitution. They make decisions on all types of civil and criminal cases. All individuals involved deserve to be treated fairly, whether it's a business dispute or a criminal appeal, which might result in the ultimate punishment. Mississippians expect and deserve to have judges who will rule efficiently, consistently, and equally apply the law. The bottom line is this: we can elect conservatives to our executive and legislative branches, but if we elect liberal, activist judges to our judicial branch, they will undermine the will of the voters and undo the conservative policies that are helping our state grow. That's why this election is so very important. On the Supreme Court, I will bring the same work ethic I've always had from the values that I learned right here growing up in Neshoba County. Whether it was my first job working as a sales clerk at the famous Williams Brothers store, or my time as a student learning the skills necessary to be an effective attorney in my private businesses or law practice, as a citizen legislator, or as a wife and a mother, I have always stayed true to the values of hard work, integrity, and keeping your word. As you think about this Supreme Court election, I want to make 3 commitments to you. I will always stand up for the Constitution and the rule of law. I will always fight to defend your individual rights and freedom. Over this 8-year term of office, I will always bring the same energy, dedication, and commitment to represent our conservative values for my family and for yours. Thank you so much for your support and friendship. May God bless you all and the great state of Mississippi. Thank you.